My mom was bullied by another mom, so she got sweet revenge. My mom had my older sister back in the early 2000s when Facebook first started to become popular. My mom just had my sister, so she thought it might be a good idea to join a mom's group there. I wouldn't give her hate for that, either. She learned very quickly about how moms act online. She hasn't been on Facebook much since, however. In the short time she was there, she was insulted in the group because she was formula feeding my sister and not feeding through her melons. She told them that she couldn't lactate. They didn't care. The meanest mom in the group was a local mom, which is important for later. This mom, Susan, was incredibly cruel to my mother. Susan told my mom that my older sibling would get sick and die because she wasn't sharing her antibodies through melon milk. She also told my mom that her baby would grow up to resent her because they don't have that bonding time. A few years went by, and my sister started preschool. It just so happens that my sister was in the same class as Susan's kid, Dylan. My sister has always been the healthiest person I know, and the worst she ever had in her life was a bad stomach flu. Not only that, but she has always been very affectionate and attached to my mom. My brother and I are the same way, too. A few months after my sister started school, my mom realized that Dylan was Susan's kid after my sister came home in tears. Dylan was bullying her. My mom went to the school, but they refused to do anything about it because bullying builds character and bullying is normal at this age. My mom ended up asking my sister some questions and found out that Susan had come to pick Dylan up before her, one of the things he was bullied over. So my petty mother came a little earlier every day until she managed to come at the same time as Susan. On that day, my sister was so happy to see my mom. She went running to my mom as she usually does, and my mom told me that Susan was shooting her nasty looks. While my sister was running to my mom and hugging her, Dylan was refusing to leave because he still wanted to play with the toys. Susan had a sour look on her face, and my mom kept coming before or at the same time as Susan to pick up my sister. Eventually, Susan started picking Dylan up way later to avoid my mom. Sometimes the best petty revenge is simply to be more successful.